run some spiritual blood tests to hopefully find out. Who in here likes to do blood tests? Raise your hands. Don't worry, hopefully this one will not be painful. So, now before we perform any blood tests, as medical professionals, we have to explain to the patient what we are doing and why. Right, nurses? Doctors in the room? So listen clearly and carefully as I try to explain. I will explain how praises and praise brought breakthrough for Jehoshaphat, how giving brought favor to Cornelius, and how fasting brought answers for Daniel. And to the children, if you can tell Auntie Camille the 4 components of blood by the end of the sermon, I might just have something special for you. Okay, so listen carefully. And teens in the house, if you can tell me 4 components as well, the 4 components of blood, and what they mean spiritually, I might have something special for you too. Okay, teens? Are you ready for the challenge? So are you ready for your spiritual blood test?
Yes.
Okay. I think MJ is helping me nicely, so I'll put this clicker thingy away. So the first test that we will be doing is testing. The first cell that we'll be testing is the white blood cells. And that's?
Prayer.
Say it? Prayer. Prayer. So white blood cells defend your body from infection. Likewise, prayer defends your spirit from attacks. When the enemy comes in like a flood, prayer rushes to the front lines. It activates God's power, presence, and protection. Come to Wednesday night meetings.
Amen.
More prayer, more power.
Amen.
So let's turn our Bibles to 2 Chronicles 20. It should be a familiar story, so I won't be reading. I'll take you through it. You can read through it in your own time. It's a powerful, powerful story. So here we see King Jehoshaphat. He got terrifying news. There are 3 enemy armies coming, and their mission is clear: to wipe out Judah. So outnumbered, unprepared, and overwhelmed they were. Next slide, MJ. So I call these enemy armies or spiritual bacteria. And in that picture you can see the white blood cells are actually engulfing the bacteria. So it swallows them up and destroys them. I don't know, maybe you've been in a battle that that was just too big for you to handle. Maybe it wasn't an invading army, but maybe it was a diagnosis that you didn't expect. Maybe it was financial debt that you just don't know how to pay. Sure. Or maybe, just maybe, it was a broken marriage, a broken relationship that you couldn't fix. But just like Jehoshaphat, when faced with an impossible situation, you don't have to fight in your own strength. Jehoshaphat had no army big enough, no strategy smart enough, but he had healthy prayer self. He had prayer. And in 2 Chronicles 20 verse 12, he prayed, "Oh God, we have no power over this great multitude coming towards us, nor do we know what to do. But our eyes are on you."
Amen.
You see, he didn't call his generals, he didn't panic, he called on God. And church, that's prayer. That's your spiritual white blood cells rising up. Prayer shifts your focus not to the size of the problem, but to the size of your God. I remember a time when my own white blood cells were activated. And this was back in 2015 when my husband and I were relaxing at home and and he said, we had just finished eating, and he said, oh, why can you rub my stomach? You know, these are one of the privileges of husbands. And as I was doing so, I felt alone. Cancer, the doctor said. And I was horrified. And at the time, I called a church sister I knew, a woman I knew had healthy spiritual white blood cells. She was a woman of prayer. And she prayed with me and kept me grounded. 3 weeks later, I was standing outside the operating room of my husband, my heart pounding, fear just suffocating me. And as I was praying through my tears, God, please, please, don't take him from me. And bear with me. And in that moment, I felt the presence of God. And I remembered Ellen's White words clearly. Prayer doesn't bring God down to us, but it brings us up to God. Amen. And in that moment, those words became so real to me as I felt God's presence wash over me. And I knew everything was going to be okay. Amen. 4 weeks later, we went back for the follow-up, and the doctor said, it's not cancer. He was scratching his head. He said, I don't know what to tell you, but it's not cancer. 4 weeks before, he was sure. He said there is no doubt. But now he said, for all the years I've been working in this field, I've never seen anything like this. And he looked to me as if he'd been working in the field for many years. He looked to be about 70 or something.